Legacy of Wisdom project gathers and publishes answers to many of humanity's most pressing questions from some of our most experienced and profound leaders.
What role does giving play in a good financial plan for aging?
Well, that's a really interesting question. I haven't thought that much about it. I could mention that, it's codified in the religious traditions. It's mandated, like to give alms to the poor in the Jewish tradition and the Islam tradition and the Good Samaritan tradition of Christianity. And in some traditions, it's even more mandated. Again, I'm not really a comparative religion expert. I hope I know my Buddhism. That's about it. The Mormons tithe 10%. All the Mormons in America each tithe 10% of their income. So that's even more mandated. I guess it continues when they get old. I don't know if it's reduced or what. But I think there are certain advantages or perks or tax leniencies for when you get old that should come into play because you're not an earning member like in your adult years, let's say. So I think that all of that has to be understood, just like the health insurance situation in our country has to be understood in a big context and how it affects the economy, not just how it affects the patients or the doctors and the chemical companies. And similarly, people are very, very afraid of change, and the system seems so big, nobody knows how to get their mind around it. And the politics is so partisan. It's always about the issues and the wedge issues, and it's very hard to find a third way or a fourth way that joins the interests of both sides. So I'm very concerned about this. And I don't know how giving should be mandated when you're older. Maybe the giving should be about volunteering or being a mentor on the phone or email for somebody. So you're giving of your time, which maybe older people have too much time on their hands, rather than giving of their income.
One of the problems in our society is that we don't hire volunteers so much as elders because of the risk involved in that. And that becomes something that our government or our policymakers have to handle.
Might be able to handle. So this brings up a little pet peeve of mine. I wouldn't be the first person to mention. We live in such a litigious society. Everybody's afraid to do anything. Even a doctor's afraid to stop along the road in an accident because they could get sued for doing something out of their realm of expertise or their proper insured arena. And that's a real problem, like you're saying. There's all of this wasted talent, heart and mind, heart and smart, among old people, elders, and it's not being utilized. And it could be. But like you say, people are afraid of the legal responsibilities. We have such a litigious society, and that's part of our incredible animalistic belligerent, low-level consciousness, I think, as a group of our competitive society, that we have to evolve more to a more evolutionary, cooperative society and beyond. I think that there are real inroads being made also, baby steps. Although these are well-developed baby steps, like mindfulness-based stress reduction that Kabat-Zinn has introduced, it's in all the hospitals and schools, getting the benefits of mindfulness and Buddhist mind training, attitude transformation work, relaxing and de-stressing and learning to focus and concentrate through mindfulness without the Buddhism, without the religion, without the theory attached. And also the army is using it and other people for their caregivers. And also there's a lot of inroads being made in contemplative education, which the Dalai Lama has been advocating, and others. Contemplative education, educating people like with emotional wisdom, not just IQ, intellectual wisdom, but EQ, which is kind of below the radar, stealth dharma, like stealth spirituality without the religions and the isms and schisms involved. Yoga, which is on every corner. Yoga without Hinduism. Yoga for health, physical health and mental health, physical and metaphysical health, not just religious. So I think, and these things are coming, non-competitive sports like martial arts, a lot of kids are doing. This is great body and mind, energy and heart and soul training, and cooperative, not competitive. So I think these things are coming in baby steps. But these are not just baby steps. The prestigious Pew poll estimates that there are 40 or 50 million Americans doing yoga today. That's more than some religions have. It's a huge movement. The Pew poll estimates there are 30 million or 40 million doing meditation today in America. That's huge. I mean, there's only about 15 million Jews in this Judeo-Christian country. There's like 40, 50, 60, 70 people doing meditation and yoga. It's a huge movement. And yet it's still in its infancy or teenage years. So how this is going to impact the mainstream society, we'll see. But the de-stressing and then contemplative education and then leading to wisdom development, learning, reflection, contemplation, and integration and application, not just intellectual philosophy learning about wisdom. Higher education, true higher education, wisdom for life education could really make a difference in de-stressing and healing our very violent society.